Now, a story that we are putting out first on NewsX. Flight operations defects in India's civil aviation sector have surged to their highest level in 5 years. According to data shared by the Civil Aviation Ministry in Parliament, 889 serious technical defects were reported in 2025, a rise of nearly 30% over 2024 when 692 cases were recorded. The number of reported defects has jumped by 73% compared to 2021 when 514 cases were reported, and the numbers for 2026 are already significant. 352 incidents have been recorded in the first 6 months alone. The data raises fresh questions over flight safety and operational reliability in India's rapidly expanding aviation sector. Atul Ranjan joins us for more on this story. Atul, a very startling statistic has been shared by the Civil Aviation Ministry.
Well, certainly, given the fact that the India's civil aviation landscape has been constantly, broadening, and that industry has been growing. Now, amidst all of this, the data that has been shared by the Ministry of Civil Aviation to the Parliament certainly raises a lot of eyebrows and questions. Now, the data that we have access is that it clearly shows that in 2025, the serious flight operations defects that India's civil aviation recorded was 30% more than the previous year, that is 2024. In absolute numbers, that was 197 cases more, and that is also, read together with the fact that in 2021, compared to 2021, the number of cases, the flight operations defects that happened in 2025 was 73% more. So there's a constantly upward trend, year after year, what we are seeing in terms of, serious operational defects. And, these are serious. In fact, the government, in fact, used the word serious operational defects for these flight operations defects. So certainly big questions that could be raised based on these data. Now, even in this particular year, in the very first 6 months of 2026, we have already seen over 350 cases recorded as well. Now, this data particularly comes amidst all the safety concerns that has been ongoing. The debate has been ongoing regarding the Air India case. In fact, particularly yesterday as well, NewsX was tracking a couple of flights, which one flight that I would like to mention was, the Delhi to Kolkata flight, which that flight particularly, went to the taxiway and then returned again because of flight operation defect. The same case happened with Dubai to Delhi flight as well. And all of this happened last night is what NewsX was tracking.
Yes.
Certainly big questions. And now this is also important given the fact that the US Federal Aviation Administration is all set to conduct the audit of DGCA in November this year. And that is very crucial given the fact that several of the India's civil aviation airline companies are, having their plans to broaden their international operations. And if the category 1, the description by the FAA is downgraded, then that could be a severe setback.
Thank you, Atul, for joining us with those updates. Let's slip into a short break on that note.